Right, moving up the country to Wellington, where the trial for the deadly Loafers Lodge fire has continued this week. Melissa Nightingale is a Wellington-based reporter for the New Zealand Herald. Melissa, you've been across this as it's progressed. Where are we at the moment?
Yeah, so yesterday we started to hear about the defendant's mental health history in the past 25 years leading up to these fatal fires being lit. And we've heard from a psychiatrist who has interviewed him multiple times after the fires and has given his perspective on why he doesn't believe the defendant has a defence of insanity.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, a real insight into the health history there. How did we sort of hear more about that, do you think?
Yes, so the Crown Prosecutor Stephanie Bishop started the morning by reading out an agreed statement of evidence, and that went into detail on the last 25 years of the defendant's mental health. So what we know is that he has been hospitalised now 9 times for relapses in his paranoid schizophrenia, which he's been diagnosed with. And crucially, we also know that he absconded from a mental health facility in Auckland just weeks before lighting the fire at Loafers Lodge.
So there was plenty of smoke, around this. There were definitely signs that someone needed a bit of extra care here that seems to have slipped through those cracks, right?
Yes, and unfortunately he's absconded while on unescorted leave, and he had been showing signs of improvement with treatment. However, once he absconded, he stopped taking his treatment. And we know as well from Dr. Justin Barry Walsh, the psychiatrist, that after the fire, the defendant was not mentally well at all. He was refusing to take treatment, and he was very difficult to communicate with. A recurring theme for him was paranoia about persecutory delusions, people spitting in his food, poisoning his food. So he was not in a good state.
We've just been seeing some pictures there while you were talking of the night of the fire. Have we heard a little bit more about that in court?
Yes, well, over the past week, we've heard a lot about the night of the fire from firefighters who have described their rescue efforts, the building falling down around them as they're trying to fight the fire, trying to escape just before a dangerous flashover happened. And we've also heard from residents of Loafers Lodge who have described waking up and discovering walls of smoke when they opened their bedroom door, trying to escape, some of them climbing onto the roof to get away. We've heard really harrowing 111 calls from some of the residents, including one who was trapped in his room for about half an hour on the phone with a dispatcher begging for help, and he was finally able to escape to the roof, thankfully.
Right, thanks very much, Melissa. We've been hearing it this morning, I think, about how tricky it is to get a trial through the courts these days. This one is one that I think everybody's very happy to see take its time and get right to the bottom. That's Melissa Nightingale from Wellington from the NZ Herald newsroom.